Thank you, viewers. I am Tutor Cletus Okoli. In today's math class, we shall be having Olympiad Mathematics Question, and we are asked if x raised to the power 2 plus 252 x to the power 2 is equal to 43, that we should find the value of x. I want you to watch this video till the end. I bet you are going to learn something. Let us dive in right away. Now, the question is given that x to the power 2 plus 252 x to the power 2 negative 2 is equal to 43. The first thing we are going to do, I am going to work on this expression 252 x to the power negative 2. I want you to see that x to the power negative 2 is equal to 1 all over x to the power 2. This is by the law of negative power index, okay? And therefore, I shall apply it here. And my first step to this question shall be x to the power 2 plus 252 multiplying 1 all over x to the power 2 equal to 43. This is the first step. We move on. The next thing I will do is to multiply all through by x to the power 2. Why do I want to do that? Because I want to cancel out this x to the power 2 at the denominator. And the only way to achieve that is to multiply all through by x to the power 2. So I shall have x to the power 2 multiplying x to the power 2, then plus 252 multiplying x to the power 2 all over x to the power 2 equal to 43 multiplying x to the power 2. So I have done that, multiplying all through by x to the power 2. And when that happens, I shall have from here x to the power 4. Why? Because if you have x to the power a multiply x to the power b, it is equal to x to the power of a plus b. This is called the multiplication law of indices, that when the bases are the same, you simply add the powers. So that is what I have done. Base x, so I added 2 plus 2 to get x to the power 4. Also, from here I shall have the denominator x to the power 2 cancelling out with the numerator x to the power 2, leaving me with 252 equal to 43 x to the power 2. The next step I shall take now is to move what I have by the right hand side to the left hand side. And that means I shall have x to the power 4, bringing this 43x to the power 2 from the right to the left shall give me minus 43x to the power 2, then plus 252. Everything now is equal to 0. Beautiful. I want you to see what I want to do next is I want to find two numbers I can multiply to get 252. And when I add that same two numbers, I shall get minus 43, negative 43. And that two numbers can be minus 7 and minus 36. Because if I multiply negative 7 by negative 36, I shall have positive 252. And when I add negative 7 and negative 36, I shall have negative 43. Beautiful. Now that these two numbers can work out, I will use it and substitute in the position of negative 43, which will now give me, as you can see, watch on, x to the power 4. Now, I will now replace minus 7x to the power 2 minus 36x to the power 2, then plus 252, everything is equal to 0. At this point, I can now put them into the brackets to have what I have here now. Then, moving on, the next step I shall take is to factor what is common in the two brackets. And from the first bracket, you can see with me that x to the power 2 is common. X to the power 2 is common. So I will factor it out to have x to the power 2 into x to the power 2, then minus 7. Because x to the power 2 times x to the power 2 shall give me x to the power 4. And x to the power 2 times just negative 7 shall give me negative 7x to the power 2. Then, in the second bracket, what is common for me is negative 36. So I have negative 36. So inside the bracket I shall have x to the power 2 minus 7. Look at it with me. Negative 36 times negative 7 shall give me 252 positive. And when I use negative 36 to multiply x to the power 2, it will give me negative 36 x to the power 2. Now, the brackets are the same. I will take one of the brackets, and here I have outside the bracket x to the power 2, then outside the bracket here negative 36. I shall use the two of them to form another bracket, x to the power 2 minus 36, then taking one of the brackets, x to the power 2 minus 7, everything now is still equal to 0. At this point, my first bracket is equal to 0, my second bracket is equal to 0. This implies that I shall have x to the power 2 minus 36 is equal to 0, and the x to the power 2 shall be equal to 36. That is, moving negative 36 to the right hand side becomes positive 36. And that implies that x now shall be equal to plus or minus the square root of 36. Alright, and the x now is equal to plus or minus 6. First answer. Then, from the second bracket, I shall have x to the power 2 minus 7 equal to 0. X to the power 2 is equal to 7. That is, moving negative 7 from the left to the right hand side, it becomes 7. Then, taking square root of both sides, I shall have x equal to plus or minus the square root of 7. In conclusion to this, we can now simply say that the values of x from the first answer is plus 6 and negative 6. Also, from the second bracket, I shall have x equal to plus root 7 and the x equal to negative root 7. These are the answers. But a quick one, let us check the result. Let's substitute the values of x in the expression that we are given. And what is it going to be? Check result, pick one. It's not going to take our time. Therefore, here, x to the power 2, if I'm using negative 7, negative root 7, that is going to be negative root 7 to the power 2, then plus, here can be written as 252 all over negative root 7, then to the power 2. We want to see if it will give us 43, which is what we'll have by the right hand side. And you can see with me, negative root 7 to the power 2 is going to just give us positive 7. Also, from here, negative root 7 to the power 2 is positive 7. And when I use positive 7 to divide 252, I shall get 36. And by the time you add 7 and 36, it will give us exactly 43, which is what we got from the right hand side. Also, it implies that a positive root 7 will give us the same thing. Let us now try negative 6. If I put negative 6 here, it is going to give me negative 6 squared will give me 36. Okay? Also, if I do plus 252 negative 6 squared, and negative 6 squared is equal to 36. And when I use 36 to divide 252, I shall have 36 plus 7. Because 36 divided 252 will give me 7. And 36 plus 7 is equal to 43. Implying that this negative 6 is also correct, which means that the positive 6 is correct. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Share my videos to your friends. And if this is your first time of stopping by, please kindly subscribe to my channel. I remain Tutor Cletus Okoli. God bless you.
Na mbụ agwara m mmadụ sị